Okay, I'm back again. And I'm going to pick back up in that third book of Ecclesiasticus. But I'm going down to that 11th verse. It says, He have made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he have set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Isn't that something? Now, time is precious. And God thought enough of us to put this world in our hands. And let's look at what's happening in the land. There's so many things going on in this land that I'm pretty sure God's up there in heaven shaking his head. This is only his mercy that's keeping us here, that he haven't destroyed this place. But I thank God for his mercy, and I don't take it lightly, and I'm pretty sure you don't either. Because I'm pretty sure there are people here on this earth that do want to be saved. They want to be saved. And you know what? It's the righteous, the prayers of the righteous that's holding this earth up. That's what it is. Because God, when he destroyed it back in the days of Noah, he didn't have to allow this earth to come back and start all over again. But he did. Thank God he did. Okay, let's go down to the to so in other words, he had made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he has set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Even though they did try to do that over there in the Tower of Babel, they tried to figure out what's up there. They tried to get a tower so they can go up there and see what God is doing. You ain't gonna see what God doing. You messing up down here. You think you can go up there? Oh no. 12th verse says, I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. So while we're here, let's do good. Let's do good. Let's fight to do good. Let's fight the good fight of faith to do good, because one day we're gonna die. 13th verse says, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. And that's a gift. That's a given. God said, let him eat, drink, and rejoice. While we're alive, while we're yet alive, let's enjoy life. And that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying my life. You know, yeah, all of us going to have some issues that's going to come up, things that's going to happen on the jobs, homes, um, we're out in the public. Sometimes accidents are going to occur. But guess what? When we get out of those things, we're going to get into something else, and that's life. Different things are going to take place within our families, within our communities, within this world, and what's happening now with the pandemic. Things are taking place. But God, he gives us this thing called that we can get back on track, that we can get up above it. He said he's not going to put no more on us than we can handle. He know we can handle this. Yes, it has taken a lot of people out of here. And then some people died because it was their time to die. And even in that, we have to get up above those deaths. It takes time. And that's why I said we don't want to waste precious minutes. We don't want to waste precious seconds, hours, days. It's 365 days in a year. God wants us to live each day as it's our last day and just relax and enjoy things. People getting stressed out over nothing. I mean, my gosh. You know, when you're dead, you're going to be dead for a long time. So while we're here on this land living, let's enjoy life. I'm going to read on. And then it says, I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it that men should fear before him. These men and women out here ain't fearing nothing. Wow. But see, he wants us to fear him and reverence him. But people are not fearing. They're just going about their business as if God owed them something. God don't owe any of us anything. We owe God something. And then it says in that 15th verse, that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And God require that which is past. Wow. He's going to require all this stuff. If we don't get it together, he's going to require it anyway, but he's giving us a chance to get it together. Thank God for the chance. And then it says, and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Wow. This is a universal place of sin, and God has given us an opportunity to get it together so we won't spend our soul in eternal fire and damnation. I know this is kind of rough a little bit, but I didn't write this word. You know, God is still having mercy on man and woman to give us the chance to get it together. He said there's a time and a season for all things. There's a time to be born and a time to die. And there's a place of judgment. So if we get it together, when we're going to meet that judge one day, and we're going to be at the judgment, but at least we can stand before him with clean hands and say, God, I repented before I left this earth. So I'm looking, to be with the angels, with God. I don't want to burn in hell. Now check this out. I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked. For there's a time there for every purpose and for every work. Wow. It already told us there's a time and a season for all things. There's a time for the righteous and there's a time for the wicked. And God is going to judge each and every one. Where someone might judge me falsely, that doesn't even count. Is what God says that count. You can judge me all day long. And I'm using myself because I don't call any names unless it's some names like my grandson that I know I'm okay saying, But to make a long story short, God knows all our names. He knows the names that he has for us up there, and he knows the names that we use down on this earth. I don't care if I run out here tomorrow, next week, and change my name from Mildred to Vanessa. I'm going to use that name, Vanessa. If I change my name, he still knows me. He knows me, and he knows what's inside of my heart. So it behooves me to continue to run for my life. There's a purpose for me on this earth. And I thank God because each day that I live, God brings me closer and closer to what it is that he wants me to do. And that's why God created man and woman. He created us for his pleasure. He loved what he was doing. When he was creating this earth and Adam and took out the rib and made Eve, God, it made him happy. But then it grieved him when man sinned. But you know what? God is going to fulfill a destiny in each one of us. He has a job for us to do. We're not just here just by chance, as some people call it, just by chance. We're here for a reason. We're here to get back to God. We have to make it right. No, we didn't ask to come here, but we're here. And we got to get it back. We got to get right back. As they say, get back to Eden and live on top of the land. We need to get back out of sin